I have a picture frame. Do you like my picture? It's a picture of my bunny Trixie, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. And the Trixie is on this puzzle piece, and I set this where people can see it, rabbit. Now, I named my rabbit Trixie, and what I've got here is I've got 4 puzzle pieces. They're wooden. They've got paint on them. They're beautiful, and they're wooden puzzle pieces. So they do fit together like a puzzle. That one says rabbit on it. That one says vanishing, and that one says rabbit. So let me get these all together so you can see how it looks. Notice how in the middle there's a little bunny rabbit picture. It's the bunny rabbit. I love the bunny rabbit. I named this Trixie, and we're going to try to make Trixie disappear. Okay? Now, I might need some help here. I think I'm going to use my magic wand. All right, you ready? I'm going to use my magic wand. I'm going to hold it under my arm while I'm doing this. Okay, I have got how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4. No matter how I mix them up, there's still only 4. And also notice that on the corner of each one, there's a picture of Trixie, because they all fit together like a puzzle, right? That's a picture of Trixie, that's got a picture of Trixie, and that's got a picture of Trixie. Okay, so here's the deal. You use the magic wand, and you're going to go abracadabra, dunk, 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 and we'll see if Trixie's going to disappear. All right, here we go. You notice that that one says rabbit. Hold on. This one says the amazing. Wait a second. This one says the amazing vanishing. Wait a second. This one says the amazing vanishing rabbit. Hold on. It's gone. And not only is it gone, but there's a hole where Trixie used to be. That's amazing. And I say, oh no, what am I going to do? I need my Trixie back. I tell you what, would you guys help me? Remember the picture frame, right? Remember it? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to try to bring Trixie back. So you guys don't have magic wands, so I tell you what, I'm not going to use my magic wand because I need both my hands. Would you guys wave your fingers? All right, so here you go, wave your fingers. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to bring Trixie back. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, let's all say, come back, Trixie. 1, 2, 3, come back, Trixie. I'm not, wait a minute. You guys did it. Give yourself a big hand of applause. And not only that, but Trixie fits exactly into the puzzle, just like that. Pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool, right? It's time for the tutorial for the Vanishing and Reappearing Trixie Bunny Rabbit. So number 1, I named my bunny Trixie. Actually, I used to do that for years. Every bunny I had, I named him Trixie, and that way they were a magic bunny. So they had real names at home, so that was their working name. But anyway, so when I started doing this trick, I named the bunny Trixie. So again, it's totally easy, but it's really pretty darn cool, the technology behind it. So so what you didn't know was that the lid of your Marvin's Magic box, the lid, is actually a picture frame for you to perform the bunny rabbit with, okay? So you use this to put together your bunny rabbit pieces when you're not doing it on the video. You can use it in your show, just like that. So I wanted to show you that, just so you know, and now all you have to do is make sure it's tilted back, right? So if it's tilted forward, it'll fall. And you don't want to be too rough with it because it does move around. But you can use this in a show. See? Plays big, looks good, looks beautiful. Now here's how the trick works, right? I'm going to take each one of these pieces with the little bunny on it. Just like this. Just like this. Each one of these pieces with the little bunny on it. And I had the magic wand in my armpit, right? Just like this. Magic pieces. Now when I reach for the magic wand, All you do is turn the pieces over. There's a complete copy of the picture on the back side. So it's a big motion covering a small motion, right? You reach over. I kind of drop this hand down. See if I stand up. Here we go. I drop this hand down and I turn it over as I'm reaching. All right. So right now the bunny's here, the red bunny. I reach over just like this, and now there's no red bunny. Okay. No red bunny. Reach over just like this. See, I'm actually turning it as I'm putting it away. Now there's a red bunny back. That's how easy it is. You just flip these pieces over. Now, who would have thought, I mean, I'm kind of impressed with this. I don't know how it works. I mean, I have to think about it, really. But when I'm putting it back on, all right, let me put it so I can put the bottom pieces first. The crazy thing is that, is this the bottom piece? Yes. But when they fit together, they make the exact same picture. Just like this. But there is an actual physical hole where the bunny was. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So that bunny that was there physically on wood, painted on wood, is now completely gone. Simply by turning the picture over. See, that's magic to me. It's geometry. I don't understand it, but I like it. But I like it, right? And you notice how much better this looks, right, than on the table. It looks much better to show for kids. I should have done this on the first video. Okay, this is the next part, right? How you make the bunny reappear. This, again, is another amazing piece of technology that's made out of wood. It's a coin slide. It's been around as a plastic trick for kids for years. This, of course, is a wooden one. So you notice nothing, right? But then if I just turn this over, put it back in the case, then what happens is your bunny appears. Okay? Now, once again, I always need to tilt that back when I'm showing it. Otherwise, this thing's going to fall out. All right? But you just want to tilt it back when you show it. Now, the other thing you have to do, is you have to make sure that you want it face up when it comes out. So the way I do it is now it's gonna stay face up. So what I do is I turn it upside down, and what happens is when you push it in, there's a little peg inside there that pushes this in the hole, and what that does is it pushes a sliding thing. See how that slides? That's what's happening, is this is sliding back and forth. Oops, see what I mean? Right, so if it's upside down now, push it in, it's gone. Turn this over, push it in, it reappears. So that's how simple this is. So set this up, you turn this over, and you make it reappear. So that's how it works. So now let's talk about the actual routine, okay? So the beginning of the routine, you want to talk about how this is a puzzle. No, actually you want to show this. You want to show it. Here's my friend Trixie. Oh, that's right. She's stuck in the puzzle. All right, so I tell you what. Now, I do this 2 or 3 times. The reason I do this 2 or 3 times is because I want the pattern. I want the kids to see the pattern, right? I put it in, nothing happens. I put it in, nothing happens. Now, sometimes it does get caught where on that little push, but you just have to kind of get used to it. You put it in, nothing happens. Do that 2 or 3 times, set that in the kid's mind, and then set this aside someplace where it's visible the whole time. That way when it reappears again there, it's even more magical. Because again, You're setting up the pattern that there's nothing there. Nothing there. Then you go to the puzzle. Here's my friend Trixie, all right? Now what I would do is I would put the bottom pieces of the puzzle first, just so it's easier for you. And when you mix them up and you show them around, don't mix them up. Keep the bottom pieces of the puzzle on the top here. Show Trixie. Then bring out your thing. And now you're putting the bottom pieces first. Now it's all set up. You don't have to think about it. Bottom piece. All right. Top piece. And top piece. So as the kids see you put that together, it looks like I'm just putting together a puzzle. Now I can grab it with my fingers like this so I can show it around. Now I don't have to worry about it falling off, right? Keep it nice and sturdy. I can have somebody reach up and feel that. Is that painted on? Does that come off? You know, I could even do this if I wanted to. I take this before I put the last piece in. I take somebody in my hand. Would you feel that with your fingers? Don't let them turn it over. Just have them feel. Is that painted on? Yes. Now you go up here. So you're proving that it's nothing but a piece of wood with painting on it. There's no way that bunny rabbit can disappear from that wood. You don't say that, but in their minds, you're trying to solidify that. You're trying to prove that this is just something normal, right? Then, when you take this off, you always want to make sure not to flash the back. And keep the back away from the audience. And I would either stick this under my arm. That's usually what I would do. Stick it under my arm because that way I can just have it right here with me. Okay? Oh, that's right. We're using the magic wand. I apologize. So now that I think about it, you could just use this as your magic wand, right? Stick it under your arm. Make sure you show the pieces with the bunny rabbit on each corner. Make sure that they see each corner, right? Very good. And now what I might do, because I'm looking at the back side, right? I can see which one, that's a top one and that's a top one. I can see which one are the top ones. So when I turn it over, the top ones are going to be first. So what I do is I just mix it up while I'm showing them. Mix it up just like this, right? Act like I'm just showing them the bunny rabbit. But what I did was I arranged the bottom ones so that when I turn it over, the bottom ones are the first one I pull. Makes it easier, okay? Does that make sense? So when I picked it up, it was this order. I look at the back, I see that the top ones are on the top, so I just arrange it so that the bottom ones are on the top. But they still have all the bunnies painted on it, and I act like that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to do the reach for this. I'm going to reach for this, all right? So I'm just going to reach for this. All right, here we go. Magic words, yay. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, and now I'm ready to go. You know, I had the kids say iguana, iguana. And I'm just putting these on just like this. You have to be careful of that one sliding until you get it all into place. But once again, once you get it all into place, you can hold it with your hands here, right? And now I would even reach out and have somebody feel that hole. Is there a hole in the middle where the bunny rabbit was? Yes. Is there really a hole in the middle? Yes. Show that around. All right. Now, in a perfect world, I would have a stand where I could stand this up the whole rest of the time. Right? Because when I reappear the bunny, it would be really nice to just walk over and stick that into the hole. Okay? You can also lay it down with this set like this and try not to mix it up. Just lay it down someplace. So when you pick it back up, you can put the bunny back in. Okay, now we come to this. Now remember, I opened it and closed it a couple of times. So we're going to do the same thing. Open, close it, open, close it. But what we're going to do is as we're talking, we're going to have you know, like I'm going to point something. And in that time now, notice how I did it. I put my hand in the square. I put my finger in the square. And I can just spin it just like that. All right, and I kind of drop when I do it. I do like that. It's easy. You just get used to it. It only takes one turn and you're done. All right, do this on camera so you see it. Show it. Show it. We're going to need help from the, I'm going to need you to do the magic word. See how I made that kind of visible where you could see it? Just drop your hand down when you do it. Here we go. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. Oh. Wait a minute. You did it. Everybody give yourself a big hand of applause. Now just set these down. People will forget all about those because they're worried about this. You show this out, you take it to an audience, and first they feel that. Is that a piece of wood? Yes. And then you come back, and if you can, just put it back inside the puzzle and show everybody just like that. And make sure you can even break it to show that it's not connected, right? It's not the same puzzle, right? It's completely separate. So that's, with kids, you kind of have to solidify the huge change, right? Sorry about dropping my stuff. With kids, you have to solidify the huge change that something happened. But when it's wooden like this, even adults are going, what? So I love this trick for that. All right, subscribe. Have a great day. See you later. Don't forget, at the bottom of the link here is the link to go buy the magic set or the Abracadabra books where you can read the stories of the magicians. All right, have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.